PK right now. Absa Kragg is definitely a matchup that can trend towards the slower side. Both these characters have very strong zoning tools. So oftentimes both sides tend to be a little bit scared to, it's not uncommon at least for both sides to be a bit scared to approach because of how easily the other gets blown up.
That is completely understandable.
Alright, we're gonna be starting off on Jules Val.
Alright.
Saying earlier. Good Absa starter.
Is this another best of 5 set?
Should be, yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
all best 5.
Alright. So this is gonna be possibly another long set because so far for a lot of these sets, especially with that last set, I would not be surprised if these players are very inspired and want to go the full distance themselves.
Yeah, they've both made some pretty good runs so far. Especially Zim. Showing up pretty nice tonight.
Yeah.
One thing I really like about Zim is the use of side B to place clouds.
That's what I've noticed.
Yeah, they're really good about controlling the cloud and essentially creating a little bit of a bullet hell minigame for the opponent to get through.
Yeah, and making it harder to approach is definitely a very good way to prevent yourself from getting blown up, especially because, as we mentioned earlier, this matchup is one of those very volatile ones.
Yeah. In the backer right now, I'm going to be leaving TK without a pillar. Zim had a hard time pushing TK back off stage, but still finding the up air and getting the first stock.
And already managing to make it pretty much even. Very good job.
Getting a little bit of a juggle with the cloud. This duo cracking it really scary. A lot of his combos carry you across the stage a pretty good distance. It's not hard for him to set up for his edge guards and then keep the advantage rolling from there.
Okay. We're gonna see. TK's doing at least a good job on getting in this damage, but it's gonna be a question to see if they can convert it to a kill, and they do. Wow.
Yeah, just knowing exactly where Zim's gonna be and using the down strong to send him right down to the blast end. And the power right here can keep the damage coming. Yeah, at this point, Zim being on the back foot here kind of has to approach, but I'm not sure if they're really confident in their ability to approach Kragg.
Okay.
And like shards in the fair. Zim not ready to DI and gonna be losing game 1.
Wow, and that was very convincing from TK. So in a lot of these sets, we have seen that there's been a pretty wide gap, except for between Aubrey and Collard Greens. The gap between players has been pretty wide, so just shows how good you can get at this game.
Yeah. Back to Jules Fail for game 2. I'm definitely wondering if we can see Zim figure out more ways to approach this set. Their playstyle definitely trends more towards a zoning heavy playstyle, but when you're on the back foot already, sometimes you just kind of have to suck it up and figure out how to get in yourself.
Okay. We're seeing right now that TK is doing a very good job on racking up this damage and preventing Zim from getting in that much. And because of that, it's definitely paying off as we're seeing quite a damage lead here.
Yeah, and that was really bold landing right above Kragg. Kragg has a lot of really good anti-airs, particularly up strong. If you get anywhere near Kragg, you can just press that button, and you're probably going to die for it if you're at high percent like Zim is.
Oh no!
Fast falling the fair. Losing their first stock.
That hurts.
I feel like I'm getting some sort of game 1 vibes here, where Zim isn't too far back right now, but I'm wondering if it's going to stay that way as the game progresses. And especially if they can't find this kill here, TK is just going to be able to make that lead even bigger.
Wow.
That was a really good parry bait from Zim, recognizing
Yep.
TK knows what to do here.
And it's going to be up to TK to be able to really adapt to that, because if they were able to get red that hard, it's going to be a really bad situation if Zim is able to keep getting those reads.
Yeah. And that was a nice catch right there, kind of baiting out the roll. Catching with the very back hit of Estrong.
We're getting pretty antsy right now with these two. Zim is very well aware that if they don't recover too carefully, they could get punished very hard.
For sure. TK isn't pressing too many buttons on these ledge taps right now, so that helps a little bit. I think what TK is trying to wait for is Absa to do something. Ooh. Oh. And I don't know if that's going to be a stock. TK makes it back.
Very good job from TK, seeing the way that Zim was trying to edge guard that.
Yeah.
Okay.
I see what Zim was going for, but it was way too low of a percent, especially for Kragg.
Oh.
And I don't know if Sim could attack that or not. But either way, game 2 also going to be going to TK to 2-0 right now.
Yeah, this is a very commanding lead, and both of those wins were 2-stock wins, if I remember correctly.
Game 3, we're going to be going Tower of Heaven.
All right.
And right out the gate, a Cloud Parry. Sim getting way too predictable on these.
Yeah, and in games like this especially, the last thing you want to be is predictable, because it doesn't matter how good you're neutral if your opponent knows what you're going to do in your neutral.
Yeah. And once again, Zim had some good mix-ups on the Cloud releases earlier, but struggling to keep those mix-ups unpredictable right now. And I like the crouching here from TK, just trying to tank the Cloud hits here.
Yeah, I saw that. That was really good. And, getting some pressure in right now, but that up strong, taking that stock very early too.
That was so interesting. I think it looked like Zim was able to edge cancel the parry stun right there, and then still wavelanded back on the rock. And those little nervous situations you sometimes find yourself in.
Yeah. This is a heavy character, so that means that even when you're getting a lot of hits like that on the sweet spots, it doesn't really matter until a bit later of a percent, especially when you're trying to send them from coast to coast.
For sure. I work a lot harder to get these kills here.
Exactly.
And the work finally paying off for Zim. PK's first stop.
Yeah, but Absa is one of those lighter characters, so already 80%. We saw the kill from that previous stock around this percent.
Yeah.
Could be very dangerous for Zim.
Kragg has kill power in certainly quite a lot of kill powers in general, so.
Yeah.
Sending spikes in a bit of a weird direction right there. Really getting punished too hard for it though, and is that going to be another fair kill? It is.
There's that kill power we were just talking about so much.
Yeah. He came moving around on the plats, trying to make it hard for Zim to know when you're going to come down.
Yeah, and we're getting a lot of things that look like they could be converted into a lot more, but even then, the stage positioning is still very good to have. And there's that predictability we were talking about earlier. TK is just in Zim's head right now.
Yeah. That would have been really interesting if it hit. Side B dare. Okay, wants the dunk right now, and settling for the up strong. Whacking Zim out of the sky, and going into losers finals. Convincing 3-0.
And speaking of whacking into losers finals, I'm gonna have to be whacked out of this commentary because I'm kind of dead right now. But there's another fantastic commentator here who knows a lot more about Rivals than I do, Cortex.
You
So-
give me too much credit. Hello. I don't know anything about this game.
You know more about me. I have what, like 30 minutes of this game.
You did just fine, Peter. I'm proud of you.
Thank you. But good
Consider
luck.
me tired. Thank you.
Yep.
Have a good one.
All right.
All right. We're in. Who are we seeing now?
We're gonna be going into. Oh, I have to posture check. Someone want me to posture check and hydrate. My posture has been checked, Aubrey. Thank you.
Nice. So,
All right.
I'll do the hydrate.
Yeah. So we're gonna be going
Well,
into
not-
losers finals.
Not gonna lie, I needed that posture check too. Man, I was
Yeah.
I was
I was
slouching. I'm not gonna lie.
I joined after the posture check, so my posture's still pretty bad. Sorry. I can't do it.
Damn.
You'll have to use those points. Anyway.
We're shame.
Oh man. All right,
Here
what
we
was what did Aubrey rock last time? Maple, right?